So in this video, we'll take a closer look at this NexTool Flashlight. This is the big variant. I already have like the smaller variant of this, which I really like. And that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to try the bigger one, because I always wanted to get one like maglite style flashlight that I can have in my car, kind of a searchlight. So I believe this is not really a throwing light, so it can really light all that far, but it is a very good floaty light, which is something I definitely do prefer in a flashlight like this for my use case. And you can also see the naming scheme for this flashlight, the NexTool Thunder Searching flashlight. That sounds amazing. Let's have a look around the box here. Nothing really on the sides and on the bottom. We have some specifications here on the back. Of course, we have the size of the flashlight. This one does have a built-in, I believe, 10,000 milliamp hours battery. I do not believe you can actually replace those, but we'll also try that in this video, so we can actually disassemble the flashlight. And you can charge it via USB Type-C at up to 2 amps. What's included in the box is a flashlight and a strap, USB charging cable, and a user manual, and uses aerospace aluminum, manufactured by Binovo Manufacturing Company Limited. And of course, if you're interested in this flashlight, you can find the link down in the description below. Let's just get into it. Cut through the seal, or all the plastic here. And let's just remove all the plastic. Just like so. And let's have a look inside the box, what we actually get included here. Of course, we have the flashlight, nicely protected, and man, it definitely does have some weight to it. I really like that, because you can also kind of use it as a striking weapon. Of course, you shouldn't really do so, but definitely feels very robust, like it can take some beating. And then we have a small package inside. Let's have a look at what we get here. So of course, we do have those instructions. This light is very simple to use. We both have the instructions in English and Chinese, but to operate the flashlight, we do have a blink mode. I believe you have to do some kind of button combination to get there, but we have medium, high, brightest, low, and strobe as well. Of course, the flashlight is water and dust resistant and up to 1 meter of impact resistant, 650 grams weight, and it does have 2 times 26 650 batteries already inside. Like I said, I don't believe you can actually remove those. To turn on the flashlight, just click the button down. Should be pretty easy. Press the button down, turn it on, and then you are on, and I believe the medium mode is the default one. Then you get into high by half pressing the button and let go again. And then we get into brightest. Oh my god, that's pretty bright, yeah. And then we get into the low. So I believe it will always start in the medium setting, which is a little bit annoying. It doesn't really remember the last setting you had. So now it is in low mode. You turn it off and turn it on again. It will start in medium mode. So you kind of know which mode you are starting the flashlight at always. And medium mode should get you up to around 15 hours of runtime on a full charge. So that's definitely pretty nice. High mode, 5 hours and 30 minutes. Brightest mode, 3 hours and 30 minutes. And then we have low, which can go up to 120 hours of runtime. Of course, this is very low settings, around 35 lumens according to the little specification sheet here. But that should definitely be nice enough. Just lighting up your tent or whatever you want to use it at. And I just noticed there that I actually have a defect already from the factory. You can see the little notch in the bezel, the outer bezel. Not really all that nice already. Brand new. Definitely not something I have done or shipping has done. You can see the package is still pretty perfect. So must have been something in manufacturing. Don't mind that too much. But anyways, not the best first impressions. I really like the fact that you have these 3 LEDs showing the battery status. So whenever you turn the flashlight on, you can kind of see the battery status. You can see here when I turn off the light, you can see it more clearly. When I turn on the flashlight, you get a clear indication of how much battery you have left. If you just use the momentary on, you can see still there, it does light up. So if you want to know the battery status, you can just hit the momentary button. Don't have to turn the flashlight on completely to just see the battery status. I really like that. Very easy to see how much battery you actually have left. And of course, 4 is fully charged, 3, 2, and 1 I believe 3 is 75%, 2 50%, and 1 is 25% and below. Just turn on the light again here. Let's have a look at the UI, because there is also a strobe mode. Yeah, so turn the flashlight on, of course, press the button completely down to lock it in place, half press, and you will switch between modes. Or you can also just momentarily turn it on, and it will always turn on in medium. Would have been nice for it to be like the maximum setting when it was just momentarily on, and then pressing it down, maybe go to medium settings. But we also have the strobe mode in off mode. Double click twice, switch, and long press to lock this mode. So double press it when it's off. Okay, you have to do it pretty fast, but you can get into the strobe mode. So 2 press and 1 hold. And I don't believe this one has an SOS mode, but the strobe mode is definitely not too easy to get to, so that's pretty nice. That is kind of hidden, but still you can get there pretty easily, and you can also just half press the button. You don't have to fully press it, of course. Click in place or fully press will lock it in place. If you just want to half press it and let go of the button whenever you want to disable the strobe, you can also do that. There's also a dot light mode. Light press to turn on the strobe mode. I think they just mean it's a momentary light mode, because this is a forward switch, I believe it's called. So whenever you just half pressing it, you just have a momentary mode. So however long you are pressing the button, the flashlight will be on, and of course you can just let go. I really like that. So if you just quickly want to shine your flashlight to something or on something, you can just half press and let go again, and you don't have to go full press. I really like how to have momentary switching on my flashlights. Then of course we have the charging system, that you have to unscrew the bottom here from the top row, and you have your USB Type-C right below here. So it's kind of easy to just charge this flashlight up. And there's an O-ring between the body and the head here. So whenever you screw it in place again, it should also be water resistant, the USB Type-C plug. So no water should hopefully get in there. But I don't think you can actually screw down the bottom part here. No, I think this is not meant to come apart at all. Unlike the smaller variant, for some reason you cannot replace the batteries. Or I think maybe some way you could actually disassemble it, but I'm not really going to try in this video. But maybe you could remove the ring here on the front and then take out all the flashlight components, and below that maybe the batteries is replaceable. One thing I'm not really too keen on is the fact that this is plastic in the front here. So plastic lens. Plastic lenses of course scratch very easily, and would have been nice if we had some raised bezels on the front here. So if you put the light head down, that you can still see it actually emitting light, so you know it's on. And of course remember to turn it off. Other than that, definitely feels very nice. I really like the fit and finish. Just a little minus here on the quality control, that it already had a little ding here coming out of this packaging. Brand new. So that's the instructions. Let's see what else we get here inside the little packaging. Some more plastic. And I suppose this is the charging cable. Very short USB Type-C charging cable. It will definitely get the job done. And then you have this shoulder strap. Very flimsy, cheap shoulder strap. But I believe it's meant to go on the front bezel here. So one end goes in there, and the other end, of course, goes towards the back here. And then you can carry it over your shoulder, which is definitely useful, I think. I'm not really sure I'm going to use it like this. Probably just going to leave this off, but it's a nice inclusion, I think. So that's everything we get inside the packaging. Let's just compare it a little bit to its baby brother here. So kind of resembles the design aesthetics. So we have the black body with the gray head on the flashlight. Of course, the bigger model here is physically bigger. Also the head is, I believe, in diameter. Yeah, you can see there, the diameter of the head is also bigger than the smaller variant. And the smaller variant have these straight edges all around the head. So it won't really roll as easily as this one. The big one, of course, once you start rolling, it's kind of hard to stop again. That's one downside with this as well. We do have 3 areas here towards the back where we can actually put a lanyard or strap or whatever you want to use there. And of course, we have nice cooling here at the head side. We do have a little warning there that this does actually get hot. Of course, it will do so. but I think this would be sufficient cooling for 4 LEDs running up to 3600 lumens. It seems to be adequate for that, in my opinion. But man, you definitely feel the weight difference. The smaller one is just so much lighter. It felt kind of heavy before, but now, man, compared to the big boy here, both in the head, you can see there's a lot more mass there compared to the other one, or compared to the smaller one. But of course it also do have a second battery inside, so you're carrying one more battery and a beefier head. So yeah, definitely do feel the mass in your hand. It's kind of hard to show you the actual beam pattern because my camera is of course set up to my studio light here, but it definitely does have a hotspot in the center. So it's not all float. There is a hotspot, a clear hotspot in the center, but it's not really a throwy light. It is more like said a searchlight. I kind of wish that it just used the exact same setup with the smaller one on the big one, just one single LED. This way you could probably get much longer run times. Would have been awesome, but definitely I think this setup is also pretty cool and kind of unique with this 4 LED setup here. Would have been nice with a glass screen in front of those plastic reflectors, just to protect it a little bit better from scratches and so on. But other than that, my first impressions, definitely feels like a high quality flashlight. Very easy and simple to use. So yeah, definitely recommend it. And of course you can find link down in the description below if you are interested in this one here. But this has just been a first look and impression video of the NexTool Thunder Searching flashlight. But that's pretty much all I have for this one. Hope to see you again in a future video. Until then, take care.